All right, my darling Scorpios, how are you doing? Welcome in. This is your July reading. We do have a lot going on this month astrologically. I'm going to talk a little bit today. Well, I'll be doing your reading, of course, but I think I will be talking a little bit about the North Node moving into Aries from Taurus, and the South Node moving away from your sign and into Libra. They're always in retrograde, so that's how they roll, right? They go backwards. And so the South Node would be leaving you, which is it's not the giant sucking sound that you might think it would be, but it is whenever the nodes are in your signs, it's like a year and a half worth of karmic and destined events. So if you have had since last January a lot of karmic and destined events, or a lot of things that seem like out of your control, or like crazy closing up of things, crazy endings, crazy beginnings, that is the nodes. Okay. And so we're now moving into Aries and Libra. So if Scorpio, if you do have some Aries and Libra energy in your chart, here we go again. But let's see where we go here. Fellow travelers, you could have really come through it quite a year and a half. Let me just say this: wondrous universe and discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. I feel like you're on a new path here after this last year and a half. This may feel quite good to you. We do have a few things in retrograde. We have Neptune in retrograde, Pluto in retrograde, obviously. Beginning of this month, we have the Capricorn full moon. So that's a good time to kind of purge any responsibilities, any kind of things that took physical root or took up housekeeping in your life in the last year and a half that you're wanting to move away from. You may see that there's certain things that you have been making yourself responsible for at work or at home that aren't really your job. Okay, so you might be offloading chores to a kid. You might be offloading projects or tasks that you've been doing that are below your pay grade. Okay, you might be offloading family responsibilities that now should go to other people or should have been theirs all along. All right, there's something about that. It's like, I get the sense that with Saturn in retrograde in Pisces, you kind of are asking yourself, like, why am I doing this? Like, is this working for me? And the answer may be no. We have Venus going into retrograde in Leo later this month. That is square Uranus. So there can be some surprise changes in people's lives. If you want to take a look and see how this really impacts you personally, I am doing a pop-up class. I am doing a live workshop on July 11th. There's a link in the description box below if you want to join up and see how all this stuff is impacting you. July 17th, when we have a grand cardinal square or grand cross that has all the cardinal signs, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra, in that there's a real kind of destined, fated feeling to it because it's all 29 degree. So I'm going to be talking about that in that class. And if you want to figure out how that impacts you, jump onto the live workshop. Okay, Five of Swords underneath, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, maybe some Sag energy here. Oh yeah, look at that. King and Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. I feel like you were kind of put in a bad position here. But I do feel like you needed the nurturing, like you needed to be in this place. This person, it didn't go well. I don't think it went well. But I also think that you're moving on from a situation because they're moving on. You're both moving on from each other. Could be Sag, Aries, Libra. I am getting a little Capricorn or Virgo here. Like you've moved on from something. King and Queen of Wands. There's fire sign energy that has found their person. This could be somebody that you were involved with for a time that you felt like you had to really nurture, or they felt like they had to really nurture you. It was kind of one of those situations where you were both kind of manipulative with each other a little bit. This could have been somebody from the past that you might have wanted to have a relationship with, but you're connected to somebody at the time. Maybe you're not connected anymore. Let's see here. Five of Wands, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Sun right in the middle there, Leo energy, Chariot energy, Magician, that's Gemini and Virgo. Wow, there's Capricorn, right there, right there. Eight of Cups. Okay, so this feels really lighthearted to me. I just feel like you're going along doing your thing, and then all of a sudden you've manifested some kind of change in path. Okay, which I believe that this month is giving to a lot of people. That there's some kind of like, I don't know, just like in your daily life, this is just regular life. Five of Wands, maybe some struggles, maybe other people you're dealing with are challenging to you. There may be a lot of drinking. There may be a lot of some kind of behavior in a group of people that you're just like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm going to, it's almost like you're taking hold. I get this image. I don't know where this is coming from. Like an image of like a tether or something, like a balloon is rising and you're holding on to it. Like you're moving off. All right. In a new direction. I feel like there's just something here about old friends that, or old people in your life are like really moving on. You're definitely moving on from a situation, whether it's this thing that's underneath. I think there's something that's connecting the two. And that can be like how you feel you're treated, or how your patterns of treating other people, or what were these people's complaints about you? What were your complaints about them? I just feel like there's a sense of like, I'm just not with the right people. Instead of like, I'm a bad person, which I don't think you're saying that to yourself, but like, or this person's a bad person. You're just like, maybe this isn't my tribe. Maybe these aren't my peeps, man. And it's time for you to move on. The Sun, the Chariot, and I just feel like you kind of do that a little bit slowly here. But you are walking away from a person or a group of people who are no longer for you. Okay? This karmic time period. Let's see. This karmic time period, where is it? Here it is. You're discovering there's more to life. Okay, this month could really show you there's more to life. And let's see how you figure that out. I think you might go to a retreat, or you go on vacation, or you go somewhere and you're like, you know what? This is it. You're traveling or something like that. You're like, this is it. This is what I'm doing. I'm not going back to that old thing. I've outgrown it. It no longer suits me. Could find your real place in time for your birthday, or in time for their birthday. Well, I feel like this is in time for your birthday, but if you're dealing with another person and you're leaving a life and going toward a person, then it's definitely in time for their birthday, whenever that is. All right. I do, like I said, I see fire signs here, Aries, Leo, Sag, lots of Leo here. So it could be in time for Leo's birthday, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn. And I just feel like you might be wasting time with a crowd that really, it's like not your priority anymore. Like they're maybe going out partying and drinking all the time. You're like, I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? Why am I? Fellow travelers, Eight of Swords, Death. There's your card. The Empress and the Six of Pentacles. I just feel like you have something bigger in your life to do, and you can't do it when you're hanging with these people. I feel like the universe is going to move you out of a group of people. All right. And this can be any time between Cancer birthday and Capricorn, which is Cancer, Capricorn coming up here. Those are the opposite signs that I was talking about. Cancer, we have the new moon in Cancer on July 17th. It's opposite Pluto. Pluto rules you. Okay, so you could have, that's your ruling planet. So you can have some big changes around July 17th. Even if you don't have a lot of Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn energy, the Cancer new moon is in opposition to your ruling planet. And that can make a big difference. That can cause massive change, massive upheaval. And you're manifesting this, okay? It just feels like you're bored. Yep, I'm bored. Tower, okay? 5 of Pentacles, World. Like, I'm just in the wrong place. Temperance energy, Sagittarian energy, more sad, more fire. Just in the wrong place. The Knight of Pentacles is, you have put in a lot of time and effort into this situation. So you might be slow to move out of it, or slow to kind of withdraw from this, but you are withdrawing, and you are sitting in this place of like, what makes me really happy? What brings me joy? Okay. And the more you do that, the more you kind of sit in that energy, the more you see how like small-minded or closed-minded these other people are, or just like, it's kind of boring to you now. So you're just like, no, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. 6 of Pentacles. I feel like you want to go off and be a philanthropist, or you might want to meet up with people who are philanthropists, traveling the world. There's something much bigger here. Okay. So why is this Devil energy here? 10 of Wands, Fool. That's good. 6 of Wands and the Strength card. More Leo. Lots of Leo. I know I've seen this for a long time, that you really are connected to some kind of Leo energy. Okay, Scorpio. And Leo is another fixed sign. They're fixed fire. You're fixed water. So I almost feel like they're a kindred spirit, a kindred creative spirit, someone who sees you, what you should be doing. I feel like some of this, maybe your work is like too menial. It's just not, it's not where you're supposed to be. This is really about opening up your creativity and doing something that's really for you. Even if this job that you have is like a vice president's job, it's like not the level of creativity that you're supposed to be doing. Okay. And so that's what's holding you back. It's holding you back. All right. So there's this new beginning happening. Looking for a catalyst here. Queen of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords. I hadn't seen this before. So I feel like you suddenly see this. You suddenly see that that's what the Tower is too. It's like this awareness of reality, that if I stay in this situation, I'm never going to get where I want to go. And there's like this aha moment of like, oh, wow, I really need to make some changes. I cannot just kind of like let this drone on. I've got to have the self-confidence to make the changes that I want, that is going to fuel my heart. There's a Leo here that's Leo or Cancer, Capricorn, that's somehow involved in this. Sagittarius energy too, but Leo mostly. You might not have seen this Leo either as a romantic partner. This could be a friend or something like that, or someone who shows up through your work. They're definitely a partner in terms of where you're going. All right. So let me continue on with this. I will continue this reading. If you want to take my class, there's a link below. There's also a link for this extended reading. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.